Here's my super cool PortaBand table I made. So this one's for a Dewalt brand PortaBand, which is just what I have. The on-off switch is on the front right here. On a little toggle, because toggles are cool. And then on the back side here, I've got it so that the saw itself plugs into this outlet right here. And then I've got the switch for the actual saw just zip tied so that it's on all the time. So then you can just plug this guy into the top here. And then I've got it wired in such a way that this thing runs to the front, to the switch here. And then I've got a plug coming from this wire box here with the outlet in it that runs up to a plug that goes to the actual wall. It's also got some design elements so that this part here is open. Both of these sides are open. This part's open. What that allows you to do is to clamp a straight edge on here so that if you want to make repetitive cuts that are all the same size, you know, you can go in here, measure this distance and be like, oh, I want to have 2-inch little pieces of metal. So they're all exactly the same height. So that's one cool design feature of this thing. Then on the side we've got super cool lettering to let everybody know that this is custom and awesome. I went through and tack welded this stuff using brass, brazed that on. This is bolts on up here. The saw bolts onto the table right here using the existing hardware that come with the saw. And so here is the making of the world's coolest PortaBand table. All right, now this is a pretty neat saw, and the way this thing adjusts, you can actually adjust this guy here, and so we've got the 2 screws right there, which is designed to allow this thing to slide. I'm going to utilize these 2 screws to hold on our new top, and this little piece here is going to be coming off. And so yeah, that's it, man. That's it. I'm going to go ahead and remove the screws on this guy. And this guy conveniently has this little lip on it right there, and that lip goes straight flush against this side over here. So you can see this little piece here. This guy goes right up against that. And that's convenient for us because it means I can just push this thing over and hold this thing sort of against the wall on the back there. Then I can put this onto the blade. Make sure this thing on the bottom is aligned properly, and then I'm just going to trace it out on the bottom. And then go ahead and take this off, flip it over, and we've got a little bit of an outline there. Now I'm going to pull this off, stick it back on there, and then line this up with the outline I drew around it. It should be good. And then we'll make our marks for the holes to be drilled. Now I'm going to take my center punch and mark these holes out. There we are, I've got them both. Now we'll go ahead and drill them. Alright, so we've got our holes drilled now. They're big enough so that this screws fit right in there. My next step is I need to countersink them. Like this guy, you can see those are countersunk so that the screws go all the way down and sit flush with the surface. We need to do that The way I'm gonna do it, with a drill bit. A very large drill bit that's the same size, diameter as the head of this bolt. I'm just gonna try and get this very tip, just the tip. It's white paint. That's to tint it so I can see where I'm applying this stuff. Now I gotta let this dry for an hour and then we'll put the gold leaf on.